Welcome back. So in this particular tutorial, I'll be showing you how you can create your ebook. Now, this is not an ebook creation class, but this is just enough for you to be able to create an ebook you can use as lead magnet, okay, to promote your affiliate program or any other things you want to promote. Okay, so what you will need to do is to come to Canva. So just type canva.com on your browser, and then it's going to ask you to sign in, and then you'll be here. So once you are done with that and you're here, now you come to this plus button, okay? You come to this plus button, and then you tap on the plus button. So once you tap on that plus button, it's going to bring you here. All right, then what you need to do is to come to this place, custom size. So just come there, click on it. So once you click on custom size, now you can now set your dimension. So since you are creating an ebook which is 9 by 11 inches, so you set the units to inches, and then the width you give it 9, and then the height you give it 11, and then you can now click on create new design. So once you do that, you have already resized. Okay, you can see the size now. Don't forget that was the same dimension. That's the same dimension you are going to use for your ebook cover. Okay, so as a matter of fact, you must have created your ebook cover before you come here, because you will need it here. Okay, now that I have this, so the next thing I want to do is to bring my ebook cover. Okay, so I think in the next tutorial you are going to see how I design the ebook cover using pixel. Okay, so you can work with that. So I'm going to go to uploads. I'll click on uploads. Okay, and then I will tap upload files. Then I will tap device. Then I will tap media picker. So it's going to take me to my folder. So this is the one I want to use. Okay, this one here. So I'm going to tap on it. And of course, I've actually also done the dimensioning of that to be 9 by 11. So I will just tap on it again. After it has loaded, I will tap on it. Then I will just use my hand to move it and stretch it to cover the entire space. See that? So this is good. So this is the front cover, or the book cover. So the content you want to create, you come, just stretch this, and then you will see another page pop up here. So this is where you put your content. So let's start with the introduction. So for the introduction, I'm going to tap on text. Then I will click the add a heading. I'll click that one because I want to put the heading there. Then I will put introduction there. Introduction. Okay. Then I will tap on the Canva. Then tap on the introduction again, and then just move it. Make sure it is well aligned. Now you see where I stopped. You can see another box. Okay, I do not go beyond that box. Do not go beyond that box, because if you are to do a print of this, in the process of cutting it, they might cut some of the content out. So just leave it within the smaller box inside the Canva. So this is this one. Then with this, you can do a lot of things. You can change the font if you so want. This is you change the font. So just tap on fonts, this one here, and then you can change the font to whatever you like. But I like the Canva Sans. I like the Canva Sans, so I will leave it like that. But you can pick other options. Okay, on the front, these are other options here that you can pick from. Okay, you can even tap on this arrow to see more of them. Okay, so just pick the one that is legible enough for people to see. All right, so there's no rule as regard this. Now once you're done with the font, then you can also do the text styles in case you want to change it from maybe heading to subheading or to body. Okay, but since this is the heading, so we just leave it as heading. Then we can also come to, okay, there's something I need to show you on the text side. Now you can also use the brand kit, but I don't think this applies for the free version. So that by brand kit, it means the font of your brand that you have actually uploaded, you can use it. Same for the color. All right, so that's that. Then you come to font size. So where you can reduce the size by just sliding, you can slide like this and reduce the size. Okay, so you can do that. Then the color, you can change the color. So I think I like this color, and I'm using this color because it matches with my book cover. So that's something you need to also consider. Okay, then you can also change the format. Okay, so I'll be changing the format of the text. Now it's center align now. So you can change the format, you can change it to italics, you can underline it. Okay, you can do a lot of things. You can cross it, you can change it to small letter, capital letter, so any one of that you can do. All right, and then you can also give it bullets. You can give it bullets point like this, or you can number it. Okay, so that's about that. Now let's move on. So what do we have next? Okay, we can have spacing. Now this one, you can space the letter, see, and you can also contract the letter. And then for line spacing, this one will not take effect because if there are plenty, if I had written a lot of content with several lines, then I can use this to either reduce the space between the lines or expand it. But I won't be needing all of this. Okay, I need to just return this to this. Okay, so I have my introduction. Now the next thing I want to do is to put the body of the letter there. So I'll go back to text. Yes. And then this time around, since it is the body of the text I want to write now, I'll click on this, add a little bit. So this one, add a little bit of body text. Then I will go and copy. You must have prepared your content. So this is just an example. So I will just copy and paste. That's what I'll be doing. So I will copy and paste the first page, which is the introduction page. I'll copy it like this, and then come here, and then I can paste it. So I'll just double tap and then paste. Okay, so let's see what you have. Okay, you can see that some content are out, so I can now move it. Now when I move it, you can also see that some content are towards the margin. So I will first of all come to format. Okay, come to format and then change it to left alignment. Then I can now reduce this. Now what I love about Canva is the fact that it always shows you a grid to help you align your text. So I already know I need to move this. So you can see the grid. The grid is already showing me that this thing is inside the body of that, is inside the part, the box. So I have this. Okay. Now I have this. If you feel that the size is not the size is too tiny, you can adjust it here. But I feel this is okay. So you can just like to increase the size, or you can come here and type the exact font size that you want, or anyone will do. Okay. Now after this, okay, let me just say, okay, so let me just remove this one, and let me put this like this. Okay, so I have something like this. Now this could be an introduction, and if you should still have more, just slide like this to the next page, and then it's going to take you there. Just drag it. So you can copy again and paste here if you still have more introduction, and you keep doing that until you're done with the introduction. Now the next thing is the chapter 1. So you can come to chapter 1. So just go to your content, copy chapter 1. Okay, now this is chapter 1. Now this chapter 1 has, so let me copy this. Now you will see what I didn't copy chapter 1 and identify your target. So it's because they will have a different font size. So I will just copy this, then I will come there. So to chapter 1. Now this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Instead of having to come here and repeat the process, I will tap on this and then I will duplicate it. I will just duplicate. So I have this already. So this place now, I will double tap it, and then that will be my chapter 1. Okay, chapter 1. So this will be my chapter 1. Okay, then this chapter 1 has I want it to have, so I want it to have subtitles. So I'll come to text again, then I'll click subheading or add subheading. Okay, then I will put it the identify identify what? Identify. So let me see what I have here. Identify your target market. Okay, so identify your target market. So that's what I have here. So I'll tap on this, and then I'll bring this one here. Okay, so this one now I can now bring it down. You see that? So this is it. So identify your target market. Now, if I don't want it to be center, I can move it here. So it's like this. And then if I feel that the font size is too much as well, I can reduce it. I can come to font size and then just reduce. Okay, I think I'm good with this. So this is this one. So identify your target audience. That's what you want to discuss in this chapter. So you keep copy and pasting. You go to the next line, copy and paste, go to the next line, copy and paste, like that until you're done with chapter 1. Now, I can now duplicate this again. Okay, tap on this, and then I can just duplicate. So here now, I will change it to chapter 2. I'll change it to chapter 2. Then I will come to this subheading. What do I have here? For my chapter 2, I have create a buyer persona. Create a buyer persona. So I can just create a buyer persona. So that's what will be my subheading. So I'll come to my subheading and then edit this. Create a buyer persona. So this is what I have here. And then I'm going to adjust it and bring it here. Okay. So that is if you want it to be left aligned like that. I think it's good. So then I can now double tap on this and then paste what I have copied there. Now, you will notice that in this case, this thing goes beyond the page. So I will just cut it from this assemble. So this you have to do carefully. So let's say I cut this. So I will come to this place. So I will go to the next, and then I'm going to copy it. Now let me first duplicate this. So I'll duplicate chapter 2, duplicate, then I will now change this content and put another thing there. So I have pasted the remaining part here. So of chapter 2, you see that? So that is about this one. Though I am not comfortable with the fact that this is too close to the ground. Now you have to check the spacing here. This spacing here should also be the spacing that we under. So I'm going to cut some parts. Let me start from this potential. Okay. I'll cut this potential. So you have to have something like this. So sometimes this can be very okay. So let me cut this out. So I have this one here, okay, which is good. Then I can put the remaining here. So those things that I cut out, I can put it here. So I can put it here. Let me just write the choices here, and then the remaining parts I can just keep it here. Okay, so you can see this is looking good. Then I can go to chapter 3. So you come here and put chapter 3, or I always prefer to duplicate, just duplicate since you are using the same format. So duplicate it and then just change this to chapter 3. So this chapter 3 like this. Okay, so that's good. Then chapter 3 you can have, so I'm going to stop at chapter 3. All you just need to do is to keep repeating the same thing. So consider your existing buyers. Okay, consider your existing buyers. That's number 10. So I'll just copy. So I'll bring it here. So I will change this. I'll just paste this there. Okay, then this one, it says consider your existing buyers. Consider your existing buyers. So that's what this is what I have. So I will adjust this. Okay. So let's say you have filled up all the chapters. So the next thing is to conclude. So in your conclusion, okay, I'm just going to duplicate this again. So let me just duplicate this. So in your conclusion, make sure you include the following details in your conclusion. So after you have written the conclusion, you can leave a page to put this one that I'm going to write now. So let's say this is the conclusion. Conclusion. Okay, let's say this is the conclusion. And then you have done, let's say this is your conclusion. Then you can come to the next page of your conclusion, and then you can put in, your details. So you can put in your details of this one, so that in case anybody wants to contact you, they'll be able to do so. So you can leave it here, or you can just leave it here since this is small. So I can just say for inquiries. For inquiries, contact me. On. Okay. So let's see. Then you can now put what you need to put here. So you can have this. No, I didn't copy. So you can have a phone number, okay, email, and then your social media handles. You can have all of that there. So, and then you put in every details there, and then once you're done, you are done. So let's say you are done with everything here. Okay, so the next thing is to now save. So how do we save? You come to this download button, just click on download, and then tap on download, and then what you need to do now, when you want to download, because it's an ebook, so use PDF. Okay, and there are two of them. You can use PDF standard if you just want to use it, you want to share it. Okay, and you want to share it via emails, or you just want to share it as document, you can use PDF standard. But if it is for print, then you can use PDF print. So I'm going to use PDF standard since I will just want to be sharing it. Okay, so then I will just click on download. So once it is downloaded, you'll be able to see it, and you will see how it's going to look like. Okay, I think this is downloaded. You've got your design. So I will click on these three dots and then click on download. Okay, to see it. Let me see. Is this really downloaded? If your download hasn't started, now you can click on this if you didn't see. So just click on this, download. Okay. So now let's see. So it has downloaded, and then this is, it's going to bring how it's going to look like now. Okay, you see that? So this is the first page is your book cover, and then you have the introduction, then you have your chapter 1, and then you have your chapter 2, and then you have your chapter 3, and then you have your conclusion. Okay, and then you have your conclusion here. So this is how it's going to look like. It's really, really good. Okay, so this is what you can now put in your Google Drive, copy the link, and then use the link as your lead magnet. Okay, so that will be all.